was searching for that high the whole time.
Terrifying.
It was crazy. It was terrifying. It was someone else was in control. Something else was the main driving force with everything that I did, and it was always after that high. And then you get that high, and a half an hour later, like finally have a voice. Not that I didn't before, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like so much.
The TLC reality series Sister Wives first aired in 2010. It followed Kody Brown, his 4 wives, and their children as they navigated the challenges of a modern polygamous family. The original wives were Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. Kody, who was legally married to Meri at the start of the series, presented his family as united by faith, commitment, and the principle of plural marriage. For years, audiences tuned in to watch how the Browns balanced parenting, financial challenges, and personal struggles while promoting a lifestyle often misunderstood by mainstream America. The show offered viewers a rare look at polygamy outside of closed religious sections. Unlike many polygamist groups, the Browns were open about their lives, hoping to reduce stigma. The wives' journeys before recent events. Meri Brown. Meri was Kody's first legal wife. She and Kody married in 1990 and had 1 daughter, Mariah. Over time, their marriage faced difficulties. When Kody divorced Meri legally in 2014 so that he could marry Robyn, tensions rose. Later, Meri's involvement in an online catfishing scandal pushed her further away from Kody. Eventually, she announced the formal end of her marriage to him. Janelle Brown. Janelle was Kody's second wife spiritually. Together they had 6 children. Known for her independence and career-driven nature, Janelle often worked outside the home to support the large family financially. In recent years, her relationship with Kody deteriorated, especially after conflicts about parenting and loyalty. In 2022, she confirmed her separation from him. Christine Brown. Christine was Kody's 3rd wife. They married spiritually in 1994 and had 6 children. Christine was often portrayed as the homemaker, devoted to raising her children. But her struggles with feeling unloved and overlooked by Kody were a recurring theme on the show. In 2021, Christine announced her departure from the marriage, making her the first wife to leave officially. Robyn Brown. Robyn entered the family in 2010, shortly before the show began. She brought 3 children from a previous marriage, and later had 2 more with Kody. Robyn was the first wife to legally marry Kody after he divorced Meri, making her the only legal spouse for years. For much of the series, she was portrayed as Kody's closest partner, though this dynamic caused friction with the other wives. Why Robyn's divorce news matters. For over a decade, Robyn was considered Kody's last wife standing. Many fans believed she would remain with him permanently, especially since she was his only legal spouse. The news of Robyn's divorce filing shocked the Sister Wives audience, sparking intense speculation. But even more surprising was what came next. Documents and insider reports revealed that while Robyn was separating from Kody, he had already entered into a new, legally recognized marriage. This was a major shift in the narrative. Neutral reporting approach. In this series of reports, we will not assign blame, take sides, or speculate beyond available information. Instead, we will focus on what the divorce news revealed, how Kody's real marriage changes the Brown family's story, the broader social and cultural impact, the divorce filing. According to reports, Robyn initiated the process privately, without the public fanfare often associated with reality TV personalities. The documents indicated a breakdown of her legal marriage with Kody. While the details of the filing were not broadcast directly on Sister Wives, insiders noted that the paperwork confirmed irreconcilable differences as the central reason. No public accusations of wrongdoing were made, which is consistent with the Brown family's preference to keep certain matters private. For longtime viewers, the news was surprising because Robyn had frequently stated that she viewed marriage as a lifelong commitment. Her early interviews emphasized her belief that she was meant to build a permanent family with Kody. Impact on the family dynamic. Robyn's divorce was not just a legal matter, it reshaped the family dynamic. Kody Brown, For Kody, Robyn was the last standing legal tie to his vision of plural marriage. With Christine, Janelle, and Meri gone, he had described Robyn as his soulmate on the show. Her filing meant that even this partnership was under strain. The children, Robyn's 5 children, including the 3 from her previous marriage and the 2 she shares with Kody, were directly impacted. Though grown in some cases, family restructuring brought emotional weight. For children who had already navigated one parental separation, the news reopened questions about stability. The other wives, Christine, Janelle, and Meri, were no longer in spiritual or legal marriages with Kody. While none of them publicly celebrated Robyn's decision, fans speculated that the news confirmed what they had long suggested, that Kody's relationships were fragile, even with Robyn. Public and fan reactions. Fans of Sister Wives took to social media as soon as the news surfaced. Shock and disbelief, many could not imagine Robyn separating from Kody, given her role as his legal wife. Comments frequently noted that she had been portrayed as his favorite for years. Sympathy, some expressed support for Robyn, acknowledging the difficulty of being in the spotlight and balancing a blended family. Viewers who had criticized her in the past softened their stance, recognizing the challenges of her situation. Skepticism, a portion of fans questioned the timing, wondering if the divorce was connected to an upcoming season of Sister Wives. Reality TV often blurs the line between real events and entertainment, leaving audiences unsure of the motivations behind such announcements. Neutral media coverage. Mainstream entertainment outlets covered the story cautiously. Headlines described it as a shocking twist, but most reporting remained careful not to speculate beyond the facts of the filing. Some outlets highlighted the symbolic nature of the divorce. With Robyn gone, Kody no longer had a single official spouse within the Sister Wives family as originally presented. Others noted that the filing revealed something even more significant, that Kody had already remarried, shifting his marital status yet again. The reveal of Kody's new marriage. It was through the divorce paperwork that hints of Kody's new marriage emerged. Legal notations confirmed that he was listed as married to another woman, which meant his union with Robyn was no longer his only legal tie. This discovery reframed the divorce story entirely. What first appeared to be the unraveling of his last marriage instead became a revelation of a new chapter. For Kody, it meant stepping back into a legal marital framework, something he had not done since first marrying Robyn. The discovery through legal records. When Robyn's divorce documents became public, one section confirmed that Kody was already listed as legally married. The paperwork did not include extensive details, but cross-checks with marriage license records confirmed that he had entered into a new union outside of his relationship with Robyn. This revelation clarified why Robyn's filing was framed as a separation from a man who had already legally moved on. It also demonstrated that Kody's personal life was evolving in a direction not previously made public on Sister Wives. Why this marriage matters. For years, Kody had argued that legal marriage was more about protection for children and less about romantic preference. That was the reason he divorced Meri and married Robyn legally, so that he could adopt Robyn's children from her previous marriage. This time, however, the legal marriage carries a different meaning. There are no children requiring adoption or custody protection. Instead, the union appears to be grounded in personal choice and commitment. Symbolism. After years of fractured spiritual unions, Kody's choice to marry again legally suggests a desire for permanence. Contrast to the past, with Meri, the marriage was about being the first wife. With Robyn, it was about legal guardianship. With this new spouse, the act of marrying for real signals a fresh chapter that is less about logistics and more about personal partnership. Cultural impact. Kody has long been a symbol of plural marriage. A new legal union shifts his image back toward monogamy, or at least a redefinition of his approach. Family reactions. The response within the Brown family, while largely private, can be considered through the lens of history. For Robyn, the news redefined her position in the family. Instead of being the only legal wife, she became part of a past chapter in Kody's marital history. Christine, having remarried herself after leaving Kody, likely saw the new development as further confirmation that she made the right decision in stepping away from their plural marriage. Janelle, known for her pragmatic approach, Janelle may have regarded the union as a natural step forward for Kody, even if it highlighted the complete dissolution of the original sister-wives dynamic. Meri, as the first wife who had once been legally tied to Kody, Meri's perspective may have been layered with irony. The cycle of legal marriages had come full circle, yet without her in the picture. Public and media coverage. Media outlets framed Kody's new marriage as both surprising and inevitable. Surprising because Kody had consistently spoken of Robyn as his last wife. Fans assumed his devotion would prevent him from moving forward with anyone else. Inevitable because his pattern of relationship shifts, divorces, separations, and new beginnings suggested that he would eventually redefine his personal life. Fans on social media debated whether the new marriage signaled genuine love, a fresh start, or simply another chapter in Kody's complicated journey. Broader implications for sister wives. The reveal of Kody's new legal wife raises pressing questions for TLC's sister wives. Narrative direction. The show, once centered on plural marriage, now faces the possibility of following Kody as a monogamist. Audience appeal. Some fans may lose interest if the series drifts too far from its original premise, while others may be intrigued by the continued drama of personal reinvention. Future episodes. If filmed, Kody's new marriage could provide a focal storyline, especially in exploring how his adult children react to yet another major shift. Kody's first marriage was to Meri in 1990. This was a traditional, legally recognized union. The pair had one child together. Meri was instrumental in encouraging Kody to expand their family into polygamy, eventually welcoming additional wives. The turning point came in 2014 when Kody divorced Meri so he could legally marry Robyn. The decision was framed publicly as a way to allow Kody to adopt Robyn's 3 children from her previous marriage. For Meri, however, the divorce was deeply painful and marked the beginning of her emotional distance from Kody. 2. Janelle Brown, spiritual marriage, 1993 to 2022. Janelle entered the family in 1993 through a spiritual ceremony. They never had a legal union, but their partnership produced 6 children. Known for her independence and career focus, Janelle often shouldered much of the family's financial burden. By 2022, after years of strained communication, Janelle separated from Kody, formally ending their spiritual marriage. 3. Kody Brown, spiritual marriage, 1994 to 2021. Kody became Kody's 3rd wife in 1994. Their marriage, like Janelle's, was spiritual, not legal. Kody gave birth to 6 children and was long seen as the homemaker within the Brown family. Her marriage to Kody gradually unraveled as she felt neglected in favor of Robyn. In 2021, Kody publicly announced her departure. She has since remarried, beginning a new chapter outside of plural marriage. 4. Robyn Brown, legal marriage, 2014 to 2023. Robyn joined the family in 2010 and legally married Kody in 2014. Unlike the spiritual unions of Janelle and Kody, her marriage to Kody carried legal weight. The justification at the time was that Kody wanted to adopt her children from her first marriage. For years, Robyn was described as Kody's true partner in interviews and on the show. However, as of 2023, divorce filings revealed that even this union had dissolved. 5. New legal marriage, 2023-present. Kody's most recent marriage, revealed through legal filings, marks his first step into a new relationship outside the original sister wives framework. Unlike his marriage to Robyn, which was partly strategic for adoption purposes, this marriage appears to be based on personal choice and commitment. The legal context of polygamy in the U.S. Polygamy has long been a controversial topic in American law. Federal law, bigamy and polygamy are illegal under U.S. law. No state recognizes multiple legal marriages. Spiritual ceremonies, while legal recognition is limited to one marriage, families like the Browns engage in additional spiritual marriages that are not sanctioned by the state but are meaningful within their religious or cultural frameworks. The Browns' legal struggles. In 2011, the Browns left Utah due to the state's strict anti-polygamy laws. They moved to Nevada and later Arizona. In 2013, they filed a lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of Utah's polygamy laws. While they won an initial ruling, the decision was later overturned. Kody's decision to marry again legally highlights the tension between his past advocacy for plural marriage and his current path toward a traditional, monogamous structure. Why this marriage is different. There are several reasons why Kody's new legal marriage is distinct from his past unions. No legal strategy. His legal marriage to Robyn was justified by the adoption of her children. This new marriage has no such logistical reasoning, suggesting it is rooted in personal choice. Post-polygamy context. The marriage comes after the collapse of his plural family. Christine, Janelle, and Meri are no longer connected to him. Robyn's divorce ended the last official tie. By marrying again, Kody seems to be shifting his lifestyle away from polygamy. Symbolic rebranding. For over a decade, Kody was publicly associated with plural marriage. This new union could signify a rebranding, both personally and publicly, into a more conventional marital framework. Implications for sister wives. TLC built the show around the idea of a functioning polygamist household. Kody's new legal marriage could redefine the premise of future seasons, or challenge the show's very existence. Neutral reflection. From a neutral standpoint, Kody's new marriage illustrates the evolving nature of personal relationships, particularly within high-profile families. It also demonstrates the contrast between faith-based spiritual unions and state-recognized legal marriages. The story is not one of judgment, but of change. A man once dedicated to promoting plural marriage is now re-establishing himself through a single, legal union. For the public, the question is less about morality and more about how this transformation will influence both the Brown family and the ongoing narrative of sister wives. Christine's 6 children were among the first to openly express struggles with Kody's parenting. Some had strained relationships with their father, feeling overlooked when Robyn entered the picture. For them, the announcement of Kody's new marriage may feel like confirmation of what they long suspected, that Kody was moving forward without looking back. At the same time, Christine's remarriage has given her children stability through another parental figure, softening the emotional blow of their father's choices. Janelle's children. Janelle's 6 children have historically had mixed relationships with their father. Some were supportive, while others felt Kody placed more focus on Robyn's household. The divorce from Robyn and the discovery of a new legal wife may deepen old wounds, as it underscores that Kody continues to reshape his family without reconciling past grievances. Adult children in particular may view the marriage as evidence that their father has chosen new commitments over repairing strained bonds. Meri's daughter. Meri's only child, Leon, formerly Mariah, had already distanced themselves from the family narrative, building an independent life. Kody's remarriage is unlikely to change their perspective dramatically, as their relationship with Kody was already limited. Robyn's children. Robyn's 5 children stand at the most complicated intersection. For years, they were the reason Kody and Robyn's marriage carried legal weight. Kody adopted her 3 oldest children, cementing his legal role as their father. The divorce, however, reshuffles their family identity. Seeing Kody remarry so soon after separating from their mother raises emotional questions about loyalty, permanence, and stability. While some may accept his new union as part of life's changes, others may struggle with feelings of displacement. The ex-wives' positions. Christine Brown. Christine has openly shared her happiness since remarrying. For her, Kody's new marriage likely comes as no surprise. She has spoken about wanting Kody to pursue what makes him happy, even if that path does not include her. Her position now seems secure. She has built a new life, redefined her story, and created distance from the drama that once consumed her. Janelle Brown. Janelle remains pragmatic. Known for her independence, she may view Kody's choices as his own responsibility. While she has admitted pain in the breakdown of their spiritual marriage, she has also emphasized the importance of moving forward. Kody's new legal marriage may reaffirm for her that their time together truly has ended, closing a chapter that once defined her adult life. Meri Brown. Meri's relationship with Kody was the most complicated of all. As his first legal wife, she experienced the initial divorce for Robyn's sake and endured years of emotional distance. Kody's new marriage may feel like history repeating itself, only this time without her directly involved. For Meri, who has since shifted focus toward her businesses and independence, the marriage might be seen as another reminder that the past is firmly behind her. Robyn Brown. For Robyn, this is the most personal shift of all. She was Kody's last legal wife, the one he had insisted was his life partner after years of conflict with the other wives. To now face divorce and see Kody remarry fundamentally alters her identity within the family. Robyn has long said she never wanted to be the only wife. Yet, her divorce followed by Kody's remarriage leaves her in an unexpected place, outside of the very system she once represented. Shifting family identity. Kody's decision to marry legally again does more than alter his own marital status, it reshapes the family identity the Browns presented for more than a decade. The sister wives family once symbolized plural marriage, with Kody at the center and his wives around him. Now, that image has collapsed into a fragmented past. His new marriage transforms the family into something entirely different, not a polygamous household, but a collection of individuals moving forward on separate paths. For the children, this may mean redefining their sense of belonging. For the ex-wives, it marks the final confirmation that the sister wives era has ended. For Robyn, it leaves the question of what role she now plays in Kody's story.